Hey, what is up guys? It is Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video, everyone. Now, honestly, it really sucks that I have to make a video like this, and really the reason why I am making a video like this is to just kind of bring this problem to attention. I know I made a similar video about this like a year ago, or no, sorry, not a year ago, probably a few months ago. I made a similar video about this and the Spellements and how it kind of contributes to Wizard101's big pattern of over monetization and how it's just a big problem for the game, and it's going to be an even bigger problem, you know, in like the coming months and even the coming years for this game, and how it's just slowly making the player base just more and more pay to win. It's just dividing them. Yeah, it's a big issue, guys. It's a big issue on Spellements, and the reason why I wanted to make an updated video to that kind of rantish video is because the problem has gotten immeasurably worse. Let me just put this into perspective for all of you, okay? Let's compare this video right now to the one that I posted. I just looked back at it. It was February. Yeah, I posted it in February, okay? And now it is August. It is August 29th. I believe I posted that video on like February 12th or 13th, okay? So at the time of me recording that last video and me complaining about Spellements once again, there was one Spellemental pack out, and there was only like a handful of spells that could actually be like upgraded with Spellements. Among some of these were the Daybreaker and Nightbringer, Krampus, Frost Beetle, Snow Serpent. I believe Leprechaun was in there too. But there was only one Spellemental pack, okay? And obviously packs have been a controversial thing for a really, really long time in this game. A lot of people, you know, feel pretty strongly about packs and how, you know, they're against them and everything. And personally, I don't see anything that much wrong with packs. However, when you're doing something like this on this big of a scale and it just keeps getting progressively worse and worse, I think it's not good. I think it's very, very not good for the game, okay? So keep this in mind, all right? There was one Spellemental pack that was released in February, I'm pretty sure. It was the Spellemental Skyrim pack, okay? Now, let's take a look at how many there are now. There's 5. There's 5 Spellemental pack. That is a lot of packs, okay? If you guys notice, there's not... Hold on, let me delete that. If you guys, you know, have noticed, all right? And, oh, it looks like they got some super packs out. Anyways, that's not important. I don't really care about those. But if you guys will see here, there's not that many packs in the Crown Shop. There's not really that much of a variety to choose from. And low-key, okay, low-key, it kind of looks like the Spellemental packs are just slowly taking over. Do you remember when they had that spring cleaning, you know, a while ago in like 2018, 2017? I don't remember exactly, but they removed a lot of packs from the Crown Shots. Some of them the players really liked, okay? And what it seems like they're doing right now is re-releasing a lot of them as Spellemental packs, okay? So for example, I'm pretty sure the Road Warriors pack, the Skyrim pack, Pharaoh's pack, Islanders pack, they were all removed from the game. Celestian Spellemental pack, that's like a new pack entirely, but it does still have Spellements in it. So there's these 4 packs that were removed as part of the spring cleaning. If you guys didn't know, they removed a bunch of packs from the Crown Shop. That's why we used to have a lot more, and slowly but surely they have been re-releasing them with the Spellements in them. It's a little bit sus if you ask me, okay? And then, of course, they have released this brand new pack not too long ago, actually, called the Celestian Spellemental pack, where, you know, it did have some, like, new items in it and everything, and there's a huge problem, okay, with this pack. And the reason why is because if you take a look here, and I go to spell writing, okay? And let's take a look here. I only actually just have 3 of them. I only have 3 of, I think, the 4 spells that are in the pack. My point is there's 4 spells in this pack. There might even be more. I might have to fact check myself on that. But there's a balance spell, there's a fire spell, there's a Ship of Fools, the death spell, and then there's also like an ice spell, and then there might be more. I'm not sure, but for now I do know of 4. Alright, I just fact-checked myself, and yep, it's true, this pack does have 4 fucking spells in it. That's insane. But anyways, let's go back to these regular Spellemental packs, okay? Most of the time, what you're gonna get in these, obviously, it's an old pack, the gear is updated to level 130, but no one really gives a shit about that. The main takeaway from this is the Spellements, and that's why Spellemental is in the name. It's all marketing, guys, it's all marketing. So if we go back to these regular packs here, you know, usually, most of the time, you're gonna get, like, 2 Spellements, you know, 2 actual Spellements that are going to be in the pack for you to have a chance to get. And the reason why I don't like the Celestian Spellemental pack is because there's 4. There is 4 spells. That is like 2 Spellemental packs in one, okay? And yes, you're getting new gear on top of that, you know, maybe some new housing items, right? And yes, it's a new pack. And new packs are okay, but the problem is they're doing it on this much of a scale, and I predicted in my last video, okay? Don't watch it, it's a horrible video. My voice is quiet, I had some audio issues back then, but I predicted that if this pattern would continue, people would not like it. However, that would not stop them from continuing the pattern. And since then, we have gotten 4 more Spellemental packs with a ton more Spellements, okay? I think, like, the last time... Okay, the last video I made, there was probably, like, I don't know, 7 spells? 7 spells that could have been upgraded with Spellements. Okay, there's 10... and then there's another 4, so there's 14, and that's only the ones that I have, guys. These are only the ones that, you know, to actually, you know, essentially unlock a spell in the Spellemental category, you gotta get at least 1 Spellement for it, and I think have the spell unlocked, probably, and these are the only ones I have, okay? There is definitely more stuff. I believe there is a troll one. There is also, I think, a leprechaun one that I don't have. There's many more, okay? There is many more. But I have an issue with this, okay? I have an issue, now that we've talked about, you know, the packs and how their pattern of over-monetization has just continued, and it's probably going to continue, guys, if I have to, you know, insert my little prediction here. I think it's going to continue. I think it's just going to get worse. I think we're just going to get more and more Spellemental packs with more and more Spellements, and the problem that I have with Spellements themselves is I am of the firm belief that I do not think people should pay to get their spells upgraded, okay? Like... I know Blaze mentioned this in a previous video, and how he was really excited for spell writing when it first came out, right? Like, the idea that you could upgrade your spells is a very, very cool idea. It's something that people wanted for a really, really long time. However, no one could have predicted that it would have turned out like this, okay? So, you know, for example, you got your boy Krampus here, and if you get some Spellements for him, you can either upgrade the mantle that it gives or the damage. But you gotta pay. There's no way to farm for this. I believe you can actually farm for some of the Spellements. I've heard the Mimic actually drops some of them, but for spells like, let's say I want to upgrade my Nautilus Unleashed, you know, I want to upgrade the damage, or, you know, I want to upgrade, you know, the damage and then also, like, give it an overtime, right, or the Steel Charms. If I want to upgrade that, the only way I can do that is by opening the Celestial Spellemental pack. It's just not a good way of going about things, you know? It's like, they've taken an idea, right? They've taken an idea that people wanted for a really, really long time, and they put a price tag on it, and that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. I don't like this pattern of just, you know, every time a new Spellement gets released, it's gonna be behind a paywall. It's gonna be in a pack. I don't think that's good. I really, really don't, okay? You know, I absolutely dread the day that every single spell in this game that's just, like, learnable or whatever, you know, ascending into the higher levels, is gonna be behind a paywall, you know what I mean? And yes, you can, of course, you're gonna get the actual spell from the quest. I don't think they're ever gonna, like, remove that feature or anything. I don't think KI is that stupid. But however, I feel like, you know, it really makes you wonder about, like, the dystopian, you know, future of this game. Like, the people who are gonna have the higher, or not the higher level spells, but, like, the stronger spells overall, are gonna be the people with the most money, okay? And I don't think that's good whatsoever, because literally what you're doing is you're taking the player base, right? And you're basically chopping it in half, okay? And yes, there's, like, a middle ground, there's, like, a gray area in between. There always is, okay? But really what you're doing, if you're going to release this many Spellements, is really, you're going to chop the player base in half, you're going to divide it up, and what's going to happen is you're going to have the whales, not necessarily even the whales, like, you don't even have to be a whale, I feel like, to play into this, but there's going to be the people that pay a ton of money, you know, to have, like, the strongest spells. Then there's going to be the people who simply cannot. There's going to be the people that simply don't want to spend the money, or just cannot spend the money for the stronger spells. So you're literally just going to have one, like, I don't know if race is the right word. You're going to have one race of players with just extremely powerful spells, while the other is just forced to just... It's forced to just sit there, you know? It's forced to just sit there because it can't do anything, alright? For example, like, Jesus Christ, dude, some of these upgrades are absolutely insane. Like, Spiritual Tribunal has five separate options, okay? Obviously, you have to choose your path and everything, but within this path, there's 5, okay? And for each one of these, I think, okay, so the starting one is 35 to unlock the spells. I'm not sure if it's 35 for each one of these, or if it gets exponentially more pricey. If it gets exponentially more pricey, I mean, dude, like, that is a ton of crowns you're gonna be wasting, okay? That is a ton of crowns that you're gonna be wasting there. All right, and another thing that, of course, I worry about, you know, exponentially for the future, is that I'm worried this will just get worse and worse, and it will. I know this is going to get worse. The thing about this though, and them just releasing more and more Spellements, you know, per pack, and yes, I know that the Celestial Spellemental pack, yes, it had 4 Spellements, and then the most recent one was, I believe, the Islanders Spellemental pack. I think this one has only 2, so yes, they did go back from, you know, 4 to 2. However, it does not mean that they won't increase in the future though, and the problem that I have, really, another problem that I have with, oh god, I just have so many problems with this whole thing, but another problem that I do have is that when you convolute your pack, when you litter your pack with different Spellements, okay, let's say a pack gets released in a couple months that has 6 Spellements inside of it, okay, what that's going to do is that's going to make it harder and harder to get the actual Spellements that you want, okay? So let's say, you know, I'm a Death Wizard and I really want Ship of Fools from the Celestian Spellemental pack. The thing is, there's 3 other Spellements in that pack that is possible for me to get. You know, it's not like a button that you can just switch off to be like, okay, you know, I'm on my death, I only want death Spellements, or I only want this certain Spellement. It's not gonna work like that, okay? It's not gonna work like that, and I feel like that's what's really controversial about this pack for me, is not just the fact that it has Spellements, but it has so much of them. It has so much of them, and the thing is, guys, this is the only way to get them. This is the only way to get them, okay? And yeah, it really disappoints me in the direction that they're going. Just with this monetization, the Spellements, they're just getting worse and worse. I mean, in the future, like, I'm a pretty cynical guy, okay? But I don't really see this changing for the future, and I'm interested to see where this goes. You know, I definitely have a problem with Spellements. I really would have preferred it if they just kept spells the way they were, and that Spellements just never existed. Or, I would prefer if they existed, and they existed through ways that are non-monetary, you know? Like farming, killing bosses, that's all fine, right? But when you do this, this is not good. This is not going to make your player base happy, okay? I just think Spellements were kind of ruined. You know, and they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying the means to get them is bad, okay? Like, for example, guys, like, let's go to Scorpion here. Actually, you know what? No, this was a really insane one, okay? So look at the Snow Serpent, okay? Look at this second path right here, alright? With the, you know, your damage does not get upgraded, but you get an Absorb right after you hit, okay? And if you get it to tier 3, you get 100 Absorb for a 2-pip spell while doing damage. Like, that is absolutely insane. And you know who's gonna have this insane spell? People who have the money for it. And that's the fact of the matter. All in all, I feel like the direction that KI has taken with Spellements is just extremely unjustified, and I really don't think it's gonna be good for the game in the future. Like, the thing is, it's like, yes, it might make them, like, more money short term, but really, there is no telling what unforeseen consequences this will have on the player base, and it's just worrying. It's just worrying to me, okay? And the reason why I'm making, like, a similar video to the last one once again is because I just want to point this, you know, not point this in the right direction, but just bring this to attention, you know, to the people and everything. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you'll be wary about some of KI's tactics. Don't get me wrong. I like the company. I like what they've I love the game, okay, that they've created. I'm not trying to hate on them or anything. I'm just trying to, you know, point light to some of the patterns that are happening. I just want you guys to be wary about them, okay? And I just want to say, I just wanted to give my personal take on it and how I don't really think it is the best thing for the game. So anyways, guys, that's going to be all for me, though. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, you could like the video, you know, or you could subscribe if you're looking forward to more future content in the future. Once again, I said future twice. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for me, though. I will see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Take care and peace out.